It's almost the weekend. You're getting ready. You're already thinking about where you're playing. We're going to talk a little bit about how to spice up that weekend round, make it more fun for you and all parties involved. Golf is not that hard.
Well, it doesn't have to be. That's why we cut through all the highbrow golf BS to give you what you really need to know to enjoy the golfing experience.
I'm Doug Smith.
And I'm Cheyenne Woods.
And together we have over 50 years experience playing the game of golf at every level.
Every week we'll break down a new topic in 10 minutes or less, answering some of the most popular questions in golf today.
You're welcome.
Welcome back, guys. First of all, we just have to give a shout out to all you guys around the world listening from Brazil, Mexico, the Philippines. We've got people in Iceland tuning in, France.
How cool is that?
South Africa.
Australia.
Obviously, golf is global. We all love it.
We global.
And no matter where you're living, where you're at, everyone wants to have fun out on the golf course. There's so many different formats that can be played. I mean, I see day in and day out every weekend, whether you're playing with your friends or you're playing in a pro-am, it's stroke play, stroke for stroke. It gets boring, honestly. I play stroke play every week out on tour, and I just cannot wait for something else to come in the mix. What else is out there, Doug?
There's different formats, Cheyenne, and I want to talk more about that too. I want to know what your favorite format is. But let's not forget there's match play where we're playing. Every hole is worth, I guess you could call it a point. Match play is where you're actually playing your opponent that's with you in the group. So instead of making a 4 and you just record 4 on your scorecard, if you make a 4 and your playing partner makes a 5, then you won the hole 1 up. You're 1 up. And each hole is worth that much, 1 hole. So you can end the match all square or you can end the match 2 up, but there's only 18 holes for you to win or lose. So that's match play. There's also scramble. If you're new to the game of golf and you want to play a little quicker, you can play a scramble, an inter-foursome scramble, where everybody hits, you take the best shot of those 4 or 3 shots, then everybody hits from that position. You finish the hole playing like that. And Cheyenne, I've seen this happen for a lot of new people to golf that want to go out and play on the weekends, but they're intimidated that their talent level might not allow them to keep up with the pace of play that's demanded by the golf course. Have you seen this at all?
Scrambles are my absolute favorite format, especially when playing with people who are new to the game, people who might not play as often as they would like. It definitely takes pressure off of each individual player, and it's fun. You can be aggressive. You're out there trying to make birdies. You're taking the best shot. You can have that little bit of weight lifted off if you miss the fairway or you got to duff your chip a little bit. It's okay. You got your team to help you out. We play scrambles almost every week, and I see the amateurs with a sigh of relief when I say, it's a scramble. You can use my ball. We can use your ball. There's no pressure. We're here to have fun. And the scrambles are fast, like you said, which again makes golf more fun. Nobody wants to be out there losing 10 balls in 6 hours for 18 holes. So, scrambles are definitely, no, thank you. But whether it be a scramble, match play, I saw some people mention online that they would like to see more intermixed doubles type of formats. And this is something fun that you can do with your family, your partner. Spice it up. Make things a little bit more interesting.
I love playing matches, and that's mostly what we do when we play on the weekends with friends and I, especially moving out to the Phoenix area. We play matches. We play cart versus cart. I do enjoy playing like a 2-man best ball, right? Where we both play the hole on our own golf ball, and the better ball is what's recorded for the team. And we do better ball versus the other cart. So it's a 2-person match, or you can play 1 person versus the other 3 people if you're playing in 4. There's all kinds of things. But I enjoy playing for a little something, maybe a little change. Me saying that already, I know this perks some ears up regarding playing for money and amateur status and those type of things. On the weekend, Cheyenne, are you playing for money when you're playing with your girls in practice rounds? Or is there something on the line? And as an amateur, is it okay to play for some change?
It's funny you mentioned this, Doug, because I'm pretty sure you owe me some money from playing.
Hold on now. This is not true. Hold up. This is we're going to have to
or
talk
lunch about or something. Because I
recall being owed.
I remember beating you. So
wow. What about that beer that you owe me still?
That is true. That is true. Okay. You got me. But
I did get beat, but you do owe me a beer.
Obviously, it's more fun when something's on the line, whether it be money or food. I always love food, or a drink. It makes things more interesting.
When you're on an off week and you're playing with whomever you're playing with, are y'all putting a little something on the line? There's some change out there, something a little spicy. Keep it real.
Spicy. I like that. it makes things more interesting. It puts a little bit more pressure on you, puts more pressure on your playing partner. So definitely in the off weeks, I love taking on you guys. So yeah, for sure. I think you have to. It's hard for me to play without having something on the line. I just think it's more fun. I mean, I'm a
No, I
competitor.
agree.
You're a competitor.
Absolutely.
That's
I
what
want
we
to beat
play
somebody.
for.
But for those folks maybe not so comfortable with putting their own money up, I've played for push-ups, food, drinks. I had somebody bet me one time for my golf shoes. That happened. I don't remember what I bet back. I actually won their shoes, but I let them keep it because it was awkward. But then they weren't my size. It's awkward. Anyway, you're welcome to that individual who got to keep their shoes. As we go back into formats, Cheyenne, and we're talking about how to play golf and enjoy it more. In sports like tennis, individual sport, much like golf, we're seeing a lot of mixed doubles. Like mixed doubles has been a thing for years. It's not a new concept. Wouldn't you like to see something like that in a game in golf? I would love to see mixed doubles.
100%.
I'd love to see you and whomever take on Lexi and somebody. And not to call Lexi out. I just thought of her first. Shout out to Lexi Thompson.
Shout out to Lexi. No, I've always wondered why golf has never gotten into, well, I guess they did when they used to have like the battle at Bighorn. They had Tiger and Annika. And
Annika played.
They would have those match play battles, which is awesome. I think not only for the game of golf, but for us as players, it's just fun to get a different format. It's fun to play as a partner with a man. Two totally different games, but you complement each other. It highlights the two different games of a woman who sometimes is more finesse, also has the power. I think we're a little bit more accurate. And then have the men's game. Yeah, you got the men's game.
You got Bam Bam Kepka out there just going long ball everywhere.
Oh, how fun would that be to watch?
Cheyenne Woods and Brooks Koepka versus the world.
Put some money on the line, $1 million, something light.
All right, there's the match. Cheyenne Woods with Brooks Koepka playing whomever else wants to wager. We're putting $1 million on the line. Sponsored by Birdie's Not BS.
I don't know if we are, but somebody is.
No, wishful thinking. Not yet. Maybe someday.
But I do think that the game could benefit from that. I think it's fun to watch for the fans. People want to be entertained, and that's something that we don't get to see very often. You get the Ryder Cup and the Solheim Cup every year. The one-on-one match with Tiger and Phil last year, that was something that was different than we've seen in many years in the golf world. And imagine if you threw some women in there. I mean, how exciting would that be?
That's what I want to see. I want to see Brooks Koepka and Cheyenne Woods take on Ricky Fowler and Lexi Thompson.
Interesting matchup.
I'd like to see that match. We got power on both sides, a little finesse on both sides, great putters all around.
I like it.
In this week's segment of Let's Get Technical, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to talk about what golf ball should you be playing? Does the golf ball matter? And I'm going to throw that to Cheyenne. How do you feel about this topic?
Everyone needs something different. So I compress the ball very well and drive the ball, more of a driving ball flight. So for me, I personally need a ball that creates a little bit more spin in order for me to get the ball up and have a softer landing into the green. Everyone is very different, which is why it's so important to test different golf balls. Obviously, it's tempting to just pull out whatever ball you find in the lake. And again, budget is a huge part of this. Some balls are super expensive. Also, preference of looks. We got some colorful golf balls out there nowadays. So there is a lot that goes into it.
Let's go ahead and dispel this myth. The golf ball does matter. Golf balls spin at different rates. Some golf balls are more durable than other golf balls. So you want to find a golf ball that spins correct for your type of ball flight, that's durable enough. If you're playing in the desert, you want a more of a durable golf ball. Or if you're playing more in lush conditions, maybe a softer ball could work for you because it's not going to be, hit off rocks as much. But there's options. You have your big name box brands of golf balls, okay? But don't forget, there's some direct-to-consumer golf ball companies out there that make a really good golf ball. I challenge you all to go on to a place like My Golf Spy and read the reviews of the golf ball test that they did. I've tested my own balls. I play the Titleist Pro V1. That's the ball that works for me. But I've also tested all the other balls, but that's where I landed. What about you, Cheyenne?
So I am playing the Bridgestone BXS right now. I've tested different Bridgestone balls and the BXS is what works for me. Something really cool that Bridgestone actually has on their website is a quiz. If you know a little bit about the information of your swing speed, what you want the ball to do, you can take a quiz. Some other companies might have this as well, and it'll lead you in the direction of what ball might be the best fit for you.
That's all for this week's episode. Thank you so much for all those listening around the world. You know how to get a hold of us by now.
You can hit us up at Birdies Not BS on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or birdiesnotbs.com.